Hello friends, this is Yogita Kadam, lecturer in computer technology from KK Polytechnic Nasik. In today's session, we'll study about the two topics of the unit number 3, that is types of error and error detection method. We're going to discuss one of the error detection method, that is vertical redundancy check. So let us start with the session. So when we say the data is transmitted from sender to receiver, always it should be transmitted from the sender to receiver successfully. That is a basic need of the data communication. So network must be able to transfer the data from one device to another with complete accuracy. So in some cases, data can be corrupted during transmission. For reliable communication, these errors must be detected and corrected. So when we say the error detection and correction, it is implemented either at the data link layer or the transport layer of the OSI model. So first of all, let us discuss what do we mean by error. Error is a condition when the receiver's information does not match with the sender's information. That is, during transmission, digital signals suffer from noise that can introduce errors in the binary bits traveling from sender to receiver. So these errors can be classified into different categories. Basically, the error can be occurred because of the delay distortion in the signal, attenuation in the signal, or the noise, or we can say because of the electromagnetic interference which is produced on the communication line when the data is transmitted from sender to receiver, the error can be introduced. And we can say that sender's information doesn't match with the receiver's information that the receiver receives, and we can say the error occurs. So we can say that 0 bit may be changed to 1 or 1 bit may be changed to 0. This is nothing but the error. So when we say the errors, there are 3 different types of errors. One is a single bit, second is multiple bit error, and third one is burst error. If the signal is carrying binary data, there can be 2 types of error. We can say basically single bit error or burst error. So look at the diagram. It shows us the single bit error. If the error is introduced because of only 1 bit, that 1 bit is changed in the sender's information when the receiver receives that information, then we can say such a type of error is called as a single bit error. See here at the 5th number of the bit it changed at the receiver end, 0 become 1. So we can say this is a single bit error. Second type of error is burst error. When there are multiple bits that can be changed when the receiver receives the information, such a type of errors are called as a burst error. Okay, the multiple bits may be changed in a different position, or it can be changed in a consecutive sequence. So both the type of error are called as burst error. The term burst error means that 2 or more bits in the data unit have changed from 1 to 0 or from 0 to 1. Burst error does not necessarily mean that the error occur in the consecutive bits. The length of the burst error is measured from the first corrupted bit to the last corrupted bit. This is called as a length of the burst. Some bits in between may not have been corrupted. So always the consecutive bits are not corrupt, is not treated as an error. There can be the first bit can be produce the error, last bit can produce error, in between the bits can be changed, or sometimes the consecutive bits can be changed. So diagram shows us the burst error. Here multiple bits are changed at the receiver end. So this type of error is called as burst error. Burst error is most likely to happen in a serial transmission, since the duration of noise is normally longer than the duration of bit. The number of bits affected depends on the data rate and duration of the noise. So, when the error occurs, there should be a error detection methodology. Now, what do you mean by error detection? Error detection means to decide whether the received data is correct or not without having a copy of the original message. Error detection uses the concept of redundancy check or redundancy block, which means adding extra bits for detecting errors at the destination. So, this is the block diagram of the error detection. What is done? One side represent the sender, second side represent receiver. Sender is having the data word that is to be transmitted to the receiver with the k bits. So, at the sender end we have the generator function which will generates your data word with adding some redundancy block or redundancy data. So, that k bits become n bits. So, this code word is sent to the receiver over the transmission line. At the receiver end, that received information is decoded by the decoded. That n code words are checked by the checker function which is available at the receiver end. So, checker function will check if that data matches with the sender's information, then it will be extracted and accepted and the receiver gets the correct information. If it does not match, then the message will be discarded. This is a basic principle of error detection. So, let us study what do you mean by redundancy check or redundancy block. It is nothing but adding extra bits to the original message. This redundancy block is or the redundancy bits are derived from the derived from the original string itself. See here, we are sending this data in the form of ones and zeros. The generator function or generating function will generate some extra bits which will be appended at the end of the original string which we have to transfer from sender to receiver. At the receiver end, there is a checking function which will check whether the correct information is received as per the given criteria, and if it match with the sender's information, then the data will be accepted, otherwise it will be rejected. So, now we have to study the different types of error detection methodology. In today's session, we will going to discuss first type of methodology, that is vertical redundancy check. So, we have 4 different categories of the detection methods. One is VRC, stand for vertical redundancy check. Second one is a LRC, that is longitudinal redundancy check. Third one is a CRC, cyclic redundancy check, and fourth is a checksum method. These are the 4 basics error detection methods are available. So, before starting with the VRC method, let us discuss one concept, parity. So, what is a parity bit? It is a one bit added to a group of bits to make the total number of ones, including the parity bit itself. So, the parity bit is nothing but the one extra bit which is added to the original data to make the total string as a even parity or odd parity. So, what do you mean by even parity? Even parity means if we combine all the bits including parity bit, if the number of ones in the bits are even, then it is treated as a even parity, and if the number of ones are odd, then it is treated as a odd parity bits. So, let us discuss the first type of error detection method, that is vertical redundancy check. The vertical redundancy check is also known as parity check. It is a quite simple method. It is the least expensive technique as well. In this method, the sender appends a single additional bit called as parity bit to the message before transmitting it. There are two schemes in this: odd parity, even parity. In the odd parity scheme, given some bits, an additional parity bit is added in such a way that the number of ones in the bits inclusive of the parity bit is odd. In the even parity scheme, the parity bit is added such that the number of ones inclusive of the parity bit is even. So, take this example. Here we have to send the data, that is 11000001. We are going to generate the even parity. So, in this data, to make the bit as a even, we have to add one extra bit as a 1. So, here we are adding one extra bit including 1. This is a parity bit. Okay, it can be a 0 or it can be 1. To make this particular string as a even parity, we are adding one extra 1. Now, we have 4 ones in the given string, it means it is a even parity. So, this is generated by the even parity generator function, and this particular data is sent to the checking function at the receiver side. What the receiver checking function will do? Receiver checking function will check the number of ones. If the number of ones are even, then the message received by the receiver is correct, and if it is odd, number of ones are odd, it means the error is introduced while sending the data from sender to the receiver. This is the simplest method called as vertical redundancy check. So, look at the diagram, it elaborates the same thing, that sender is sending this data. So, we are going to implement the even parity generator function. So, counts the ones in the data, we have 5 ones. So, one more extra one is added as a parity bit or a VRC. Now, the number of ones become 6. So, this is the even parity, this original data as well as a parity bit. Along with the parity bit, it is sent to the receiver. At the receiver end, parity checker will count the ones in the data. So, if the number of ones in the data bit is even, then it will accept the data. If it is odd, it will reject the data. If it is odd, it means there is an error in the message. This is the method called as vertical redundancy check. So, talking about the advantage or performance of this, we can say advantage is it is a simple method to detect the error. It can detect single bit error, but the main drawback of this method is it can detect burst errors only if the total number of errors is odd. Okay, to have the detailed explanation of this line, saying that this VRC method detect burst error or errors only if the total number of error is odd. For even number of errors, it can be false also. This is one of the disadvantage of the VRC method. This is all about the errors, types of error, and first method VRC, that is vertical redundancy check. Thank you.